Remember in high school how sports teams would get the same haircut or all wear the same hairstyles for games? Well, my basketball team, we always had to French braid our hair, and I was only one of 2 people who knew how to French braid, so before every game I ended up braiding at least 10 people's hair, and it was fun at first, but then kind of got annoying. So today I'm going to teach you how to French braid. It's not exactly a necessary life skill, but it is fun to know how to do. You can do it on your friends, or say even in the future you have a daughter and you want to know how to braid her hair, then it's just nice to know. So I'm going to let you know the materials that you need, the steps for the braid, and then show you the final product. The materials that you need are really easy, just a hairbrush and hair elastics and a person with long enough hair to braid. So the first step, brush out the person's hair. Make sure that there are no knots in it, because if there are, it's going to be really uncomfortable for the person whose hair you're braiding, because you're going to be tugging at their hair the whole time. So once their hair is brushed out, you're going to take a small section at the top, and you're going to split it into 3 even pieces. And you want to make sure that they're even, because that'll set up the whole braid and make sure the whole braid looks nice and even and neat. So once you have the 3 pieces, you're going to start with the leftmost piece and cross it over the middle. And then you're going to take hair from the side and add it in to the leftmost piece, the new leftmost piece. And then you're back with 3. And then you're going to take the right piece, cross it over the middle, and add hair to the new rightmost piece. And once you've done this, you're back to where you started. So you're just going to repeat this process. Take the left piece, cross it over the middle, add hair to the new leftmost piece. And while you're doing this, you can make sure that there are no bumps in the pieces that you're adding. You just kind of comb through it with your fingers. And then take the right piece, cross it over the middle, add hair to the new rightmost piece, and just continue this process until you reach the bottom. So as you're doing this, just like I said before, make sure that the pieces that you're adding in are smooth, because you don't want any bumps. And the tighter you hold the hair while you're braiding, the better the braid will look at the end, because if you let the pieces go loose, the braid is just going to look messy. So just continue this process, left over middle, adding in hair, right over middle, add in hair. And then the more you practice, the easier it'll get, and the quicker you'll be able to do it. And also, I'm using really big pieces right now, but if you add in smaller pieces when you're braiding, the braid will look a little better and a little cleaner too. But that comes with more practice. So once you're all out of hair and you're down at the bottom, you're just going to start braiding the hair regularly. So just left over middle, right over middle, left over middle, and continue that process until you've gotten to the bottom and you braided all the hair. Then you're just going to take a hair elastic. Try to go as far down as possible so that the tail isn't that long. And then just take the hair elastic, secure the braid, and then you're finished. So in conclusion, you really only need a brush and a hair elastic, and you start with the top piece, split it into 3, and then left over middle, add hair, right over middle, add hair until you get to the bottom, and then you just braid regularly. And like I said, the more practice you get, the better. As you can see, we finished the braid. You start at the top, work your way down to the bottom, going as far as you can before you secure it with an elastic. And the only materials you really needed were a hairbrush and a hair elastic. And now that you know how to French braid, you can practice on your friends, your family, your teammates, a daughter you may have in the future, anybody really. And no matter how good you get, you can always practice more. As Michael Jordan once said, no matter how good you are, always keep working on your game. Thank you.